EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Chicago Bears. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Whitney Merciless in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Flushed out right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Completes it to Powell. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Powell on the catch. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down.
You know, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 13.
Richmond. Tiger.
Now Watson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete. And it's second down. Will Fuller was the intended target. And it's second down.
Come back, come back. Richmond, Richmond. Come back, come back.
Throwing again is Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll get him down here at the 23. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Leonard Floyd in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. On second down, here's Watson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that's going to bring up a third down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down, makes it manageable now.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for Watson. It's caught. Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start. And this is caught, and they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A gain of 39 that time. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got
under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
To throw on second is Watson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And his kick is good. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On second down, Trubisky flush to his right. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Powell. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights on in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Come back.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Reset.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. Gun, Trubisky. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
From the 50, it's Watson. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Back to throw, Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Underneath for Miller. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now it's Miller, and the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And some room to maneuver. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. To throw is Watson, and he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Watson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. From the gun, here's Watson. Eluding the pressure, and he's going to go down again. Leonard Floyd in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Watson. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but and this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you're looking at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Second and 10, it's Trubisky again. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered. And then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. To the right side, complete to Miller. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. On first down, Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. It's Powell. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage. Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, they run with Howard. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series? Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. Quick move by Miller. Lamar Miller. He's at the 50. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big-time play there for the Texans. 68 yards.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
Richmond.
On first and 10, Watson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out. And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Trubisky, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Andre Howe. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Now a first down throw, Watson. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Richmond. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And Vinatieri's kick is good. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 42. Watson now to throw. He's letting this one go for, and that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And that one results in 35 yards. On first down, it's Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here's Watson being chased out left. And this is incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And it's 3rd and short.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
It's caught. Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Danny Trevathan coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. To throw on second is Watson. Dumps it complete to Miller. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. A shotgun snap for Watson.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will up the score now. It's 23-zip. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On first, they go right back to Howard. And he's got this down to the 35. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here's Trubisky to throw. And they have the football, and it will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Back to throw, Watson. On the crossing route, complete. It's Fuller. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 45 yards. On first down, Watson. Flush to his right. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And they'll get this down to the 10. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
This will be caught at about the 6. And give him a full 10 yards there. 2nd and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. To the air yet again, Watson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance.
And now here's another interception. Zach Cunningham with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 6 there on first. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Jonathan Bullard in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Underneath for Miller. Miller with first down and more. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Texans add on. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off here. By Aaron Colvin. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Target. Come back. Come back.
After the interception, here's Watson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Danny Trevathan in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Call it a gain of 3. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Watson escaping the pressure right. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Watson looks to throw again. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're given.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Austin Seferian-Jenkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans continue to pour it on. And he's got it up and through. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing here, Trubisky. Completion left side to Miller. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Trubisky to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
You see it? You see it?
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Powell. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And now here's another interception. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. There he goes, right side. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Throwing again is Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what?
And my goodness, another interception. Zach Cunningham with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Richmond.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Aaron Lynch in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Richmond.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. A first down carry now for Miller. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Texans on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Watson. And that is incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. And that kick, that's a big one. It's number 565 of his career, tying Morton Anderson at the top of the all-time list.
And Brandon, really, it speaks to this man's longevity more than anything else. These 21, 22-year-olds come into camp with the booming legs, thinking they can unseat this guy. He's just been Mr. Automatic his whole career.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means that.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 40. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat.
Tiger. Come back.
Now a first down throw. Watson flushed out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Off of play action, it's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Tiger.
Watson on 1st down. Dumps it complete to Miller. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. To throw on 2nd is Watson. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal.
Tiger.
Again, it's Watson. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. Spins by. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play, as we'll get a timeout. As it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. Now Trubisky on third and long. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Powell. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here we go. It's Trubisky on fourth down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Come back, come back. Tiger, tiger, tiger. Tiger, tiger, tiger.
Throwing now. Watson steps away to his left. That is caught inside the 5. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Vinatieri now for the point after. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the lead will swell by one more. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Give him 30 yards there.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around to make the play on the football.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now Trubisky to throw on second. Now a desperation throw deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Tiger, tiger, tiger.
Watson going to get this one to Miller. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0.